Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. According to the research published by NCBI, out of hospital sudden cardiac arrest is the cause of more than 60% of all death from cardiovascular disease, which is the leading cause of death worldwide. In the population ranging from 20 to 75 years old, in the incident of sudden out of hospital cardiac arrest is 1 per 1,000 people from all the total death. Now, this number might doesn't look serious, but imagine it was your family or someone you love get sudden cardiac arrest. In this emergency situation, quick response is needed to help the patient. You don't have time to search on Google. What should I do? What should be done? But takes time more than 5 minutes, your loved one will get permanent brain damage, and more than 10 minutes. Now it depends on the goodwill. That's why in this occasion, I will tell you why basic life support training should be added to the curriculum. Sudden cardiac death is one of the most scariest thing amongst our people because it looks like someone dead out of nowhere. Someone can look healthy in the morning and get sudden cardiac arrest when they do exercises or even simple activity like cooking. 90% of the people who have out of hospital cardiac arrest is die. In this emergency situation, basic life support like CPR or defibrillation should be given. The study conducted by University of Pittsburgh School of Medicine is state that CPR and more better with defibrillation could increase the probability of the patient to survive. That's why the basic life support is important. Next thing you should understand why CPR is important is because when someone have cardiac arrest, the heart is stop pumping, and that's mean our organ doesn't get enough blood supply, which is carries oxygen that essential for our organ to live. If this happen in the long time period, our cells will start to dying and it dead eventually. The first organ that affected by the lack of oxygen supply is our brain. Like I said before, it's only take 5 to 6 minutes until our brain get permanent brain damage, and more than 10 minutes, someone will likely to die because our central command system is now gone, is not working anymore. Life-threatening emergency situation is not an easy situation to handle. It's need a lot of experience and confidence to be able to perform this procedure, to perform CPR. Yeah, in the emergency situation, although we already have a good understanding about CPR, in the emergency situation we will likely to forget what we have learned and what should we do, because we in the emergency situation, most people is get panic. That's why with the more simulation and the more training, it will form our muscle memory, and that's mean every time we faces the sudden cardiac arrest cases, our body will respond automatically and we will be able to handle things more effectively. The more people understand about how to perform CPR, it will followed by the increase of the people awareness about the underlying causes of cardiac arrest and other cardiovascular disease. The more the low understanding about uh, how to perform CPR is linear with the low of awareness by the people about the issues. Without the adequate knowledge regarding cardiovascular disease, people will not realize that such issue is exist. Study conducted by University of North Sumatra states that the understanding about basic life support, specifically about CPR, on non-medical college in Jakarta is considerably low. About 92.5% is have the lack of understanding about CPR. 25.2 have a good understanding and only 7% have 25.2% have enough understanding and only 7% have a good understanding about CPR. This number should be enough for our government to start considering to add basic life support training to the curriculum. Now that's in Jakarta, in the big city have an easy access to the information. What about another region that doesn't have internet access, for example? For even for a book, they don't have easy access for that. Um, the more people uh, trained to perform CPR, the more lives will get saved, and it will decrease the burden of the medical workers on the trauma center. Finally, I want you to remember the importance of this basic life support. Person who have cardiac arrest doesn't have much time to waiting until the ambulance comes. While in the meantime, we have option to help the patient or just watch the patient dying because of our lack of knowledge. If the basic life support is understanding by half of our population, it will helpful to the other half. Once again, remember, for cardiac arrest cases, time saving is life saving. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.